think Cute Creature's cute. I have in front of me the Monster Manual. And it's a wonderful book. It's a wonderful tome full of knowledge of making horrible, horrible creatures designed to kill. Which can be very, very useful in a game where one of the core pillars of it is combat, right? You look through this thing, there's horrifying creature after horrifying creature, and there's a few things that are just weird. Like, that's just a straight up, like, weird jellyfish thing. But sometimes it's not the right way to go. Sometimes you don't want your player to kill everything. And sometimes you want to impart information. Sometimes you want to instill a sense of wonder. And there's not very much of that you can do with a monster corpse. Right? You're out in the wilderness. Your party is out in the wilderness. You want them to move from their campsite to some other place, rather than just sit there and get constantly bombarded by stuff. So, you want them to have a sense of movement, of let's go out there and do stuff. Why would they do that? Give them cool things, cool stuff to find. This place, look at it, it's so cool. Look at this thing, it's totally rad. You can light stuff on fire, I don't know. You want to be kids in a candy shop. And you can't do that if all you ever put in is like trees and scary things. You can't do that. There's no way. If you put in some other features, it'll liven up the whole thing, right? Cute creatures are the antithesis of monsters, right? And infinitely useful in juxtaposing the nature of your monsters and the nature of the sort of things you want to save. Cute creatures will make your players feel genuine fear through contrast. Because the false sense of security, when it is broken, that's a sweet, sweet moment of pure fear. But contrast is not the only purpose of cute creatures. Cute creatures are also extremely, extremely good when you can't put in an NPC. You want to point out this geographic locale, and you want to have the player group led to that place somehow. But you are like 4 months out from a town, and having some random halfling or elf jump out from the brush is too deus ex machina. It would be weird. So what do? Any monster you put in front of your player party will be killed instantly, or the party will be killed by it. So what do you put? You put a cute creature. There's a reason we have the phrase chasing the white rabbit. Cute creatures are very, very good substitutes for NPCs. They're also very good for being much less complicated than NPCs. They don't have to have backstories, because they can be spirits created from the forest at a moment's notice. They don't have to have families. They don't have to have occupations. They don't have to have any number of the things that make an NPC a pain in the butt like a name. Naming stuff is hard. There's only so many times you can be like, hey Jim! Put in something cute and have the cute thing bounce around your party until they decide to follow it. And voila. Your cute creature could be a verbal creature. Something that can talk and can impart information. Also very natural, because it's something that is not expected to live in a town. So having it pop out of the wilderness will not raise any eyebrows. But the key thing, I think, is understanding, like, okay, so you want to use this, right? How do you make something cute? And how do you make it really, really good cute? Because that'll be the difference between your party killing this thing on sight or becoming friends with it, right? First off, small. Make it small. Few in numbers. Cute creatures, if they are too many, are a swarm and will be exterminated. You want the creature to have cute mannerisms, have it bounce, have it hop, have it squish, roll, have it be vaguely amorphous but in a bouncy kind of way. Have it behave in a way that it is, if it is afraid of your party, which it probably should be, your party is armed to the teeth, big, and generally out for blood. Your party will be much less likely to attack it from the outset, because they've already realized that they have the upper hand, right? That if they decide to turn this into a battle, this thing is already scared of them. Will help immensely. Take your cute things, present them to your players. There's stuff to play with. Pro tip, make them ephemeral, or something that disappears or leaves of its own volition, so that your players don't get too disappointed when they can't keep it. But it enables you to do something very special, where you transition from the friendly moment to the sinister moment and back again. They're useful, they're good, there's a place for them. Not difficult to make. Make them worth 0 XP if you have to. Drink tea, play D&D. And make your creatures cute, you cowards. Oh joy, I have like 30 seconds I can use to do goofy stuff. I mean, look at these guys, for example. Here's one that's kind of pretty, and immediately after, they follow it with one that's more horrifying, because you gotta do that. A variation that looks worse. You gotta have something bigger, beefier, and scarier for any given creature.